Hi, welcome back. I know today's Sunday, but we are doing our update for Project 10 Uses, which was due yesterday, and today's all the eyeshadow I use in June will be done tomorrow. Unfortunately, my daughter had to go into the hospital yesterday, and so I missed the window to make the video before all the 4th of July stuff. So we're throwing it in this morning because at least this one's quick before I get back to all the family stuff for Sunday. So we do have a full rollout for Project 10 Uses. Our foundation was the ABH foundation, and we went from here to here, which was not the goal. We would just use it 10 times, but we did actually get some movement on it, which is nice. So we need to roll in a new foundation, and the ABH is out because that was June's, and the Lancome foundation is out, both because it was May and because it's in another project. The Easy Blur foundation is out because it's in a project, and the Wet n Wild Skin Tint is out because it's in a project. So we'll see what's left. Of course, it lands on Project 10 Uses. We're trying to find out what Project 10 Uses is, so that doesn't help. House Labs was finished. I need to get that removed. Oh, Camo CC Cream. Okay. And that's actually one of the summer shades. That's the summer full coverage, so that's actually a good one to have in for this time of year because, like I said, the Lancome is in, but it's a winter shade. Easy Blur is in, but it's a winter shade. And I've been trying to over bronze to make them work. I'm wearing the Wet n Wild today, so it at least matches, but it'll be nice to have 10 uses where I can bronze normally instead of over bronzing to try to fix the skin tint. So we have Camo CC Cream. Okay. That to the side so I can take pictures after. Next we have the Ilia concealer was in for 10 uses. We got the, like I said, full rollout, so we got the 10 uses on everything. So the Ilia's out. The e.l.f. Camo is out because it's in a project. And the Lancome concealer is out because it's in a project and it was May's. Oh wait, that's foundations again. What am I doing? There's concealers. I'm gonna get the NARS concealer. So we got NARS concealer in for 10 uses. And this is the exact same shade as the foundation instead of being a lighter shade. And I bought those for summer, so this one should actually go pretty good with the Camo concealer. Powder. Now, technically, officially, we don't have any powders in. But, oh, actually, do we even have a... we had Prime and Stay in June. We actually hit pan on it during the project and got a good size pan going. And then we have e.l.f. contour powder, which is gone, was May's. And technically we don't have one in, but I've been using the one size because it's my oldest one, and I'm waiting to roll this into Project Face Off by Misty. So we're going to say that that one's out. which technically only leaves us with 2 powders, but it does leave us with 2, so we will roll. So it's either going to be the Lunar Beauty translucent powder or the Givenchy pressed powder, which is still in the box because it's never rolled into anything. Well, it's on the list, right? Yeah, it's on the list. I'm good at adding things. I'm not good at removing things. There's the one size. Like I said, we're going to skip that one. Huda Easy Bake has been finished. That's another one that needs to be removed from the wheel. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush just finished and Project Face Off. And I just realized that auto-corrected Givenchy to Given Hey. I might leave that just because that's kind of funny. Okay, so we have the Givenchy 01 Pastel because I don't glow under black lights anymore like I did in high school after living in Florida for over 10 years, but I'm not that far off. There's the brush. So yeah, brand new. Hasn't been used yet. So we'll get some use on that. Oh wait, pictures. Okay. Bronzer was this one, like I said, in May. We had this one, and we didn't finish it in May. We finished it this last month, but we were able to finish off that one. In June for bronzer, we had this medium shade in it's close to being finished, but not quite there. But we got our 10 uses. I'm piling up stuff to find my bronzer drawer. Okay. Get that put away. Okay, so what's out? El Contour Medium is out, so the dark could still roll in. And the Butter Bronzer is out. Even though this would be a good time to use that super dark shade. Well, no time's a good time to use that super dark shade. That is definitely not my shade at all. Just trying to force it to work. And of course we roll in the dark. You know what? We're gonna, something else needs to get some love besides that palette being rolled in 3 months in a row. It's dead set on it though. Okay, that palette is out. Okay, Too Faced Chocolate. So this has been used a couple times, but this is a fairly brand new. This is in Chocolate Mousse. Again, it's the lightest shade because I'm the lightest shade. And I have tested this. This is actually really nice. I can see why it was such a fan favorite for a while before it just kind of disappeared from people talking about it. Chocolate. Okay, so we'll get our 10 uses on that, which means we can put the body bronzer from Soul Beauty away. That was out just because it was the oldest bronzer I had. It wasn't in a project. Because if I don't have something on project, I just grab whatever's the oldest in that category. Okay. Get our blushes up. So our blush for June came from the Shine Bee Miami palette, which my sister had gifted to me from her Ipsy. We had the dark Bickle shade in. We got our 10 uses on that one. And then in May, we had another dark shade. We had the Benefit Moon, which is their dark red. So those two are out. Now we've got a bunch of cream blushes that are currently in projects, but they're all the same shade. So I wouldn't mind having a cream blush that's a different shade. And we just said Benefit Moon was May, so it doesn't count. I don't know why it keeps trying to give us the same things over and over again. Oh, fun. Okay, so that's the Liquid Cosmetics shade Aster, which is their purple blush, purple powder blush. So Aster's pretty sure Aster's the purple. Yep. What is the yellow one called? Because that's what made me question was, I can't remember what the other one was called. Dandelion. Makes sense. So we have the purple blush in for 10 uses. So that one might end up being in for 2 months being. Purple's not the easiest one to do every day. Okay. Next up is the lip liner. We had Unearthly Cosmetics Bad Blood, which we're actually have had this in for a number of projects, number of 10 uses, and it's finally starting to shrink down to a normal pencil size. Just nice straight red shade, great for red lips, but I was in for a few months because it was problematic. So that one's out. The NARS Dolce Vita is out because it's in a project, and the To Finish, and I have one more Rare Beauty. The Rare Beauty and Wise is in a project to finish. So those are the ones that we don't use, we don't talk about. We ignore them if they pop up. Kind of like that. That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. Singe Witty Walnut. Okay, so this is one of the new Singe. Well, they're not new, but I was waiting for a palette that I actually wanted before ordering the lip liners. And then, of course, they did a blush extension. I had to get a new blush, even though I shouldn't have gotten a new blush as well. But Angelica knows how to get me. Just the last couple palettes, as beautiful as they were, I was able to dupe the Huldra. I could probably do most of the shades in the Huldra, but there was a couple shades that couldn't dupe, needed to get. Okay, so this is the Witty Walnut. It's a dark brown. But that'll actually go really nice with a lot of the lipsticks that are in projects right now. dropped it. Dropped it because I realized I put this with the new stuff instead of putting it away. Okay. So I'm just gonna put such walnut. And then the lip gloss. Am I not seeing lip gloss? Blush, bronzer, powder, concealer, foundation, eyeshadow palette. Ancient Mythos, primer, eyeliner, eyebrows, lipstick. There it is, lip gloss. It was hiding from me. Okay, so we had Havoc in for both June and May because bright pink is a little hard to use every day. We have enough that we're not going to do a double up, so Blood Moon by Queen is also out. We had a red glitter gloss in and then pink glitter gloss in. I didn't realize. I probably realized that at the time. I thought that was funny, but okay. What else is out right now? The Fenty Gloss Bomb is out because it's in Throwback 30, and the e.l.f. Paradise Retro Paradise is out because it's in Project Graveyard. And there's one other, the straight Juicy Bomb is in Peach is out because it's in Project. Dior Rosewood we just finished. That was just in the empties for last month. I told you I'm really bad about removing things. Going to cheat. That didn't exist. I don't want any of the Queen lip glosses in right now. If I can help it. They feel horrible in the summer on my lips. I can't do them. Okay, the other Dior oil, which is a good thing because it's still in the box. It's been in the box for over a year because I was finishing the other one. So I bought Coral and the Rosewood at the same time, and the Rosewood got rolled into Project. Thinking I could finish it faster, and I did not, so. So we'll do the Dior Coral just out of the box. That's three things just out of the box for this project today. Yay, I like things that are in boxes. Honestly, I had enough. We probably could have done a full thing of stuff in boxes for this. But then it wouldn't have been random. Okay. So that's lip gloss. And then lipstick. I just finished this. Well, obviously, I didn't wear makeup yesterday because of the hospital. But Friday, got my final use on from the Little Avatar collab. Which is actually a lot more brown than I remember it being, which was really nice. But we got our 10 uses on that. So Mai is out. And then in May, we had Lunar Beauty Sailor. So those are the two from there. And there's so many other lipsticks there. And I can't name them all. We'll see if they pop up. I'll let you know if it's in Project. Hear Me Roar is in... I don't remember what project. That's date night. Hear Me Roar is right here. It's in a project. Oh, Ancient Mythos. It's in Ancient Mythos. Voyeur is in my everyday drawer right here. It's actually the blush I'm wearing today. That's in Deck Panning. Divine. It's really trying to get me all these dark colors, isn't it? Okay. So Divine Wine is actually a good one to go in because I have this much left. This is my second oldest lipstick. That's not in a project. Because this one, which I refuse to use on my lips anymore, is my oldest. And then the ColourPops, the Hear Me Roar, which I just showed you, and Date Night, which are in a project because they're done at the end of this year. They smell too much like Play-Doh. Those are rolling out at the end of the year, and then this would be the next oldest after that. So this is probably a little crayon smell. But again, it's getting old. So that one's probably a good one to roll in. Divine Wine. Eyebrows. We had in the Benefit Precisely My Brow Wax in 3. Either light brown or auburn. Those are the two I go for. Because some of the auburns are too dark because people with auburn hair, no, this is light brown. People with auburn hair generally have dark brown and red. Mine is more of a medium brown and red, although there's not a lot of red left because of fading like most redheads do. The red is turning into brown, the brown is turning into blonde. Don't go gray, you just fade it out. Yeah. Okay, so we have that out, and the only other eyebrow product that's in a thing is my oldest, which is the L'Oreal pomade, just currently in a project. But that still leaves plenty to try to roll in. That's an empty. That's been an empty. My brow wax we just put away. There's the pencil. Okay. So we have the Benefit pencil. Yeah, I don't want it to break. That's nearly full, it looks like. I mean, it has had some use, but it looks like it's mostly full. So we shouldn't run out of that one. This one is my preferred brow. So that will have absolutely no issues getting the 15 uses. And then the only thing left is the Sephora Brown, was used 10 times and then has been rolled into another project, so it's currently in use. And then before that we used the white liquid liner from ColourPop. But that leaves in we have two others that are in projects, the Waterfall by Sephora, and which is into finish, and Zero by Urban Decay, which is in for usage. But other than that, everything is in, so there is a lot of shadows to pick from. This is both pencil and liquid, so. Oh, what's going to make panning the waterfall harder is we have the Peacock Blue, which is slightly more green than the waterfall, but they are not that different. So that's that. And I thought this was going to be a quick one, and we're almost at half an hour. So we are going to wrap this up real quick. Like I said, I'll try to do all the shadows used in June tomorrow. And we will see you then. Bye.